Hello everyone, welcome to our channel DevOps Hint. In this video, we are going to learn about introduction of JMeter. So let's see what is JMeter. JMeter is an open source software tool which is used for testing purpose. It is a 100% pure Java application for load and performance testing. JMeter is designed to cover various categories of tests such as load testing, functional testing, performance testing, regression testing, etc. and many more. As well as it requires JDK, that is Java software, to be installed on your system. Means JDK is prerequisite for this JMeter. Now let's see what are the tests associated with JMeter. First is the performance test. This test sets the best possible performance expectation under given configuration of an infrastructure. It also highlights early in the testing process if any changes need to be done before the application goes into the production. Means before our application is going to the production, if we need to do some changes in our product, so this particular type of testing is used. Second one, which is load test, which is associated with JMeter. This test is basically used for testing the system under the top load it was designed to operate under. Third type of testing is stress testing. This test is an attempt to break the system by overwhelming the resources. Now, what are the protocols related to JMeter? The first protocol is web protocol, which support JMeter. In that, HTTP and HTTPS requests are supporting to the JMeter. Next, web services like SOAP, XML, RPC are supporting to the JMeter. After that, different databases, that is via JDBC drivers, can be supported by JMeter. As well as JMeter supports the LDAP directory, messaging oriented services via JMS. Also, it supports some other services like POP3, IMAP, SMTP, and file transfer service. Now, let's see the features of JMeter. So there are some basic features of JMeter, like being an open source software. As all of you know, it is freely available. It has a simple and intuitive GUI. Means the GUI of this JMeter is very easily understood by the new user. JMeter can conduct load performance tests for many different server types, as we have seen in the previous slides. So what are the different server types? Like web, HTTP, HTTPS, SOAP, databases via JDBC, LDAP, JMS, and POP3, etc. It is a platform independent tool. Means you can install on any operating system. You will find a different setups of the JMeter on the Apache JMeter site, depending on the operating system present in your computer system. On Linux or Unix, JMeter can be invoked by clicking on JMeter shell script. Whereas in Windows, it can be invoked by starting JMeter patch file. The next feature is it has full swing and lightweight component support. JMeter stores its test plans in XML format. This means you can generate a test plan by using text editor as well. It is full multi-threading framework. Number of threads can be executed parallelly, which allows concurrent sampling by many threads and simultaneous sampling of a different functions by separate thread groups. Means number of thread groups you can execute simultaneously by using this JMeter. It can also be used to perform automated and functional testing depending on the applications on which we are applying the testing. And the next and important point, that is workflow of a JMeter. First of all, JMeter creates servers, target servers, and stimulate the number of users. Okay, you can see here, and these number of users are nothing but the virtual users which are created by this JMeter. What these servers and the users do, once this JMeter creates these servers and the user, the servers will respond to the requests which is given by this JMeter. Then JMeter saves the responses of all the servers and the virtual users which are created by JMeter. And then JMeter gathers that data from different servers and the user and calculate the statistical information. And then we will get the output for a particular test case or particular test plan. And then we can generate a report in different formats. It may be a pictorial format like graphs, or it may be a table format, or it may be an easy format which is understandable by user. So this is how the JMeter works. Now, what are the system requirements for this JMeter? First of all, it must have JDK 1.8 and above setup in your system. Then only you can perform the operations of JMeter. After installation of this JDK, you have to install the JMeter. There is no any memory or disk space requirement for the JMeter. Also for operating system, there is no any requirement because this particular setup is software independent or operating system independent. So you can install it on any operating system. This is the home page of JMeter. You can see the JMeter home page. Here you have to, this left corner, you have to write the test plan. You have to take the elements. Whatever elements you are taking at this left side, that elements are reflected at the right side. Let's see first how the JMeter works. Okay. Let me open the home page in my PC. So this is my home page. Okay. So here what you can see, as I told you, on the left side here, test plan is there. You have to take the elements on the left side and the description will be at the right side. Okay. So here there is file options in which you can create a new file, open file, merge file, save as file. Okay. So, and these are the different buttons which are available for you. Here it is a save button. Here by using this you can run your test case. If you want to stop your test case in between, you can stop by using this button. And if you want to directly shut down your test plan, then you can click this button. If you want to clear the previous results, so here the clear button is there. So by using this you can clear the previous results. Okay. So in this test plan, if you want to add a new elements, first of all, you need to add one thread group. Okay. Once you will add the thread group, this is a description of this thread group. You can see on the right side. Okay. And then after that thread group, you can add an elements which are present under the thread group. Means the operations which you want to perform. So these are some of the elements which are present under thread group. So what are these elements? First is the sampler. Sampler are nothing but the request to be made by the JMeter server. For example, these are the types of requests. You can see HTTP request or Java request, FTP request, etc. If I want to hit a particular website by using this JMeter, I can use a HTTP request. Next is logic controllers. So here the logic controllers are performing the task as like the controllers which you are using in any programming languages. For example, if-else controller which you are using in C or any other language. So the function of this controller is to control the actions. So similarly, these controllers will work in the testing. Next is pre and post processor. The pre-processors are nothing but the actions to be executed before occurring of any event, and the post processors are nothing but the actions to be executed after occurring of any event. Next is the assertion. So here the assertions are nothing but the finding out the surety that our samplers are working accurately or not. So these assertions are used for checking whether our tests are actually passed or fails. Timers are used to find out the differences between the two test cases, like the time duration, or we can say the time required to perform a particular test case. The next and important element which we are going to see is listener. So this listener is used to view a result of our test plan. So that result may be in the different format, that may be in the view result tree, summary report, aggregate report, or different graphical formats are also there. So these are some of the basic elements which are present in the JMeter. So this is nothing but the introduction of JMeter. Thank you for watching video. Kindly like and subscribe our channel, that is DevOps Hint. Thank you so much.